Wednesday morning, 13th of March. And the cool thing is, thanks to technology, we get to join one of the people who's involved with Cape Town's top robotics team. Joining us now via StreamYard. Greg, thank you so much for your time, sir. Great to be chatting to you this Wednesday morning.
Good morning. Great to be chatting to you guys too.
So, Greg, let's get straight into it. For those who are saying robotics, so what exactly is robotics and how does it work? How does it all come together?
Well, robotics is in many ways a sport. That's the way this setup is put together. But it's also a sneaky way to educate children in technology by making it extremely fun and engaging. Most kids, even kids with kind of lower concentration abilities, if they find something that they're fascinated about, they can spend hours and hours and hours researching everything, learning everything, and applying themselves. So taking robotics and turning it into a sport where you have to make a machine that's going to play a particular game, you know there are going to be competitions and you're going to compete against others, really helps kids to get fascinated and stuck into learning coding and building things and designing and 3D design and printing, teamwork, all those sort of aspects of work skills and technology skills that are, maybe very dry if they're done on paper with the sketches and trigonometry.
That is really, really interesting. But when it comes to just what's happening in the communities and the under-resourced communities, Greg, how are you guys making a difference and an impact in that?
Well, we've managed to draw a few people from different areas. So we've got a kid from Grabo, somebody from Simonstown, 2 boys who live on a farm in Robertson, and the rest of the team, there's 13 learners in total, who are based more around central Cape Town in Pinelands. And over time, what happens is as children see this, this is exciting and this is fun, which is one of the messages we put out in our outreaches. We've had people come and say, oh, we also want to do this robotics. And there isn't a club at my school. In some cases, there is a club at the schools or a teacher who's hosting something in robotics. And then we'll support that school where we can. But in other cases, our team has become a home for children from various areas who don't have that opportunity in their local school. And so they've been able to come and join us.
That is brilliant. For those who've perhaps just tuned in and said, hey, this sounds interesting, robotics. Yes, we're chatting to Greg Buckle. He's involved with Cape Town's top robotics team that'll be representing at the World Championships. But before we get there, in terms of the secret of success, because that's the beautiful thing, is you guys are drawing in people from all walks of life. What are some of the things that you put in place to help this team to be so successful?
I think honoring and respecting the children is that culture of learning, and that these kids can actually learn and can teach each other is, I think, the secret of success. I mean, there are a few elements. What we discovered early on trying to give access to people is that coaching or technical coaches are very expensive. There aren't that many adults who are, say, engineers or developers who have spare time. And if you need to pay them for their time, then your whole budget is blown. So we found it difficult to add more people to the team because of the cost. And then some of the older team members who had a year of experience at that stage said, yeah, but we can teach the new people that come in. We can give it a try, and we can look on YouTube and we can try and learn from them. And we can reach out to other teams in the world, because there are sort of 7,000 teams in the world by now. And so they've developed this ability, the youngsters, to actually research and teach, and then teach each other, which has meant running the team is very low cost. And we've discovered that kids are far more receptive to other kids teaching them. I don't know if it's an authority gap or an age gap, but they're far more prone to ask questions, come up with something that's wrong, try again. So that's I'd say honoring the kids and letting them teach the other kids and training them to teach the other kids has been a real breakthrough for our team.
That's incredible, Greg. And especially, I mean, like you mentioning the fact that it's like when kids teach other kids, like they're more relatable. I don't know, there's something different. But let's talk about the championships. You guys are representing us in the World Championships. Let's talk about that. and your
Oh,
rankings and where you ended.
it is so exciting. The points that we scored in nationals put us around about the 15th rank of the teams in the world who are going to this First Tech Championship. So there's going to be around 200 teams from around the world who are competing. So we're actually in for a shot of doing very well in the game. So these teams, there's first rounds are a ladder. So each robot plays with another robot in an alliance on a field that's about 3 meters by 3 meters. So there's a red alliance and a blue alliance. And the team has to pick up little colored discs and go and place them on an easel to make what is a very simple art piece. And so your robot's on wheels. It's a non-destructive game, although you do get some damage bashing into other robots because you're rushing around on the field trying to do things as fast as possible. And part of the game period, it's a 30-second long part, you're not allowed to control your robot. So you have to program everything, how it looks at the environment around you and processes that camera stream, distance sensors, how it moves itself, where is it on the field. You have to do all of that programming. So it's quite technologically advanced.
That is really incredible. Wow, wow, wow. For those who'd like to find out more, Greg, how do they go about finding out more? How do they possibly look at starting their own club in their school or in their community?
Such a good question. There's quite a lot of support for robotics through the mother organization in South Africa, which is called First Robotics SA. So their website is a good place to go and look. They run more junior level competitions for Lego, and then the more technically advanced ones that we're in, the First Tech Challenge. We also have a website, www.techspan, so that's spelled like expand with a T in front of it, .org.za. That has details where you can reach out to us, and then we can, if we can't help you, we can put you in touch with some of the other coaches and organizations around South Africa that are doing robotics and can provide support.
That is brilliant. Fantastic. Greg Buckle, great to chat to you. Thank you for your time this morning, sir. And we definitely look forward to hearing good stories, more good stories coming from the Cape Town Robotics team.
Very good. Enjoy your day.